at homeschool? Is that the latest number?
We have no
Oh,
idea.
you have no idea because yes, all right.
Yeah.
Well, there've been estimates, I guess. So, my question is: this constituency has shown itself to be very influential in this building. Would you all address why you believe that is? What is it about the group, or what is it about the nature of the issue that makes this a group that you guys pay some heed to?
This is a really, nationally, a very organized and mobilized constituency. This is the turnout every state experiences when you try to regulate homeschooling. There's a pretty organized framework for how to do it. I went back and read all of the messages that were going out last time the legislature tried to do some of this work, and they were the same as what we were hearing this time. It's people's children. Like, in the Ed Committee, we deal with a lot of things that are deeply emotional. We're touching into people's core beliefs about their children, and most people would do anything they believe is what's best for their children. And I think that's hard for our colleagues too, right? Because you're engaging with people whose fear and concerns are genuine. And there's obviously a lack of trust between government and this community. This community has opted out, right, of the public institutions. And so there's just a lot of bridge building that needs to happen. And that's difficult work. It's kind of onesie twosie work of building relationships with people.
Don't they also feel that they've been pushed into this because you guys repealed the religious exemption, which is apparently going to be taken care of in the Senate this morning, according to or today, according to a release I got.
5 years ago.
Yes, but
It's
you're going to amend the Religious Freedom Act for the first time in 33 years to narrow it because the Attorney General is worried about losing a court case. And because you made that decision in 2021, these people who had children in public school cannot now send their children to public school. So many of them are basically forced to homeschool. So they feel that you guys...
No one's forced to do anything. People have made a decision to do something. But to Representative Leeper's point, most families that are homeschooling are completely unimpacted by this bill. The only thing that has to happen is, like every other student, on an annual basis, you have to prove some sort of enrollment type thing, right? Every student has to do that. It's just done differently depending on the school you go to or if you're homeschooling. And if you withdraw your kid, so those individuals are not withdrawing kids, they are completely unimpacted by this bill.
What is your sense of where the broader public is? We just heard how well organized the homeschooling national groups are. I'm guessing you must have a sense that the broader public is feeling differently about it, or you wouldn't be pursuing this. But what is that sense, and how have you arrived at it?
My experience with this legislation outside this building and outside this community is people are shocked to learn this is not already the law in Connecticut.
So it's background checks, and is it an annual registration, or you have to, is that what's happening?
An annual registration. Annually, you'll just reconfirm.
Could be email, right?
Yes, can be done electronically.
Right. And so, and again, you're going to hear this on the floor, and it's not right. We're not making one segment of the population do it. By operation of common sense, it may be different in practice, but every kid, right, the language applies to all kids, correct?
Correct.
But let's say you go to Pomfret, where Pat Boyd is. They have a way of sending something to SDE about their enrollment. We're not going to make them stop that, but that family is putting the kid into a school, and then it's being transferred in a different way. So the process will vary depending on the school you go to, but every kid is enrolling on an annual basis, and that information is being provided.
So
no one's being treated differently.
How many times do you do a background check? Is it done?
Only withdrawal.
One time
Only
ever.
one time.
So if you only withdraw your kid once, it would be one time.
But you're not checking throughout the,
No.
the period that they're in
No.
school, just one time.
Jen,
One
if this
time.
were in effect 4 years ago, would there be lives saved? Would there be like several kids who are dead now who would be alive now?
I don't know that this alone could have saved those really complex cases. You know, for Mimi, she was actually not DCF involved at the time and honestly, right, we believe she had passed before they even exited her for homeschooling. So that's just a horrible case. It's not a panacea. Like, the worst of the worst is still possible, right? And it's trying to create one layer of a safety net that
That's
currently
right.
doesn't exist.
That's right.
How would you guys describe this? In other words, obviously you're very close to it. Would you describe this bill as watered down,